a politician, lawyer, businessman, author, and a member of the Order of Canada for his dedication to the well-being of Canadians on and off the ice. Most will remember Ken Dryden for the mark he made in professional hockey before losing his biggest battle with cancer on Friday.
This is terrible news for Canadiens fans and the entire hockey world. Hall of Fame goaltender Ken Dryden, who led Montreal to 6 Stanley Cup championships and became one of the sport's most respected voices, has died only days after his 78th birthday. The news has left a deep sense of loss across hockey, striking at the heart of a legacy built in Montreal's greatest era. Ken Dryden was born on August 8th, 1947. He grew up in Islington, a suburb of Toronto. His playing career began at Cornell University, where he suited up for the Cornell Big Red. He helped the program win an NCAA championship in 1967. That same year, he was drafted 14th overall by the Boston Bruins.
He has a very different thought process. He saw the game very differently. The book that he wrote, The Game, remains the seminal work on hockey, really.
Dryden entered the Canadiens lineup late in the 1970-71 season. Despite only playing 6 regular season games, he was chosen as the playoff starter. His performance was extraordinary. Montreal won the Stanley Cup, and Dryden was awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player of the playoffs. It remains one of the most remarkable debuts in league history. During his career, Dryden played 397 regular season games. He recorded 258 wins, 57 losses, and 74 ties. His 46 shutouts and a goals against average of 2.24 marked him as one of the finest goaltenders of his era. He was a 6-time Stanley Cup champion, capturing titles in 1971, 1973, and 4 consecutive victories from 1976 to 1979. He won the Vezina Trophy 5 times, recognizing him as the league's top goaltender. In 1983, his career achievements earned him induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame. In 1973-74, Dryden stepped away from hockey to complete his law degree at McGill University. His decision to pause at the height of success was unprecedented. He returned the following season and resumed dominance. From 1976 through 1979, Montreal won 4 straight championships, cementing its dynasty years with Dryden in net. Beyond the rink, Dryden's legacy extended through his writing. His 1983 book, The Game, became one of the most acclaimed accounts of professional hockey. It offered readers insight into the pressures, routines, and thoughts of athletes at the highest level. Dryden wrote, "In the end, the only way to win is to outlast the game itself, to remain what you are, and to endure." Dryden also served as president of the Toronto Maple Leafs from 1997 to 2003. While the team's results were mixed, his role reflected his continued influence in the sport. His public career extended into politics. In 2004, he was elected to Parliament as a member of the Liberal Party, representing York Centre in Toronto. He later became Minister of Social Development. His political career highlighted his interest in education, community, and long-term social planning. Reports of his passing circulated on September 8, 2025. He died just days after celebrating his 78th birthday. While official NHL statements had not been released at that time, early reports described his death as quiet and unannounced. Dryden's words remained at the center of many tributes. At a 2023 ceremony in Montreal honoring the 1976 to 1979 Canadiens dynasty, he said, "What we did together was rare, but what matters most is that it stays with us, even now." In interviews, he often stressed that hockey connected to broader issues in life. In 2019, he remarked, "When we talk about hockey, we're never just talking about hockey." Dryden's life combined statistics, championships, political service, and published works. 6 Stanley Cups, 5 Vezina trophies, 1 Conn Smythe Trophy, a law degree, books still used in classrooms, a seat in Parliament, and reflections on the game that continue to guide how Canadians think about hockey. His last known remarks came in that 2023 Canadian ceremony. Standing before the crowd, he repeated his appreciation for the shared experience of the dynasty years. Those words remain part of the record, offering one more glimpse into the perspective of a player who balanced achievement with reflection. The Canadiens just delivered a cap shock that sent ripples through the NHL. Montreal has made a bold cap decision that few saw coming. They are now actively working to move a massive $10.5 million contract. The implications for team flexibility are serious and immediate. Reports confirm a new frontrunner has emerged in the race to take on the deal. The Montreal Canadiens are in active talks to move the contract of Carey Price. According to reports, the contract carries a cap hit of $10.5 million. Carey Price has not played since the 2021 to 2022 season. His career has been put on hold due to a knee injury that required surgery. Despite not playing, his contract remains on the books for the Canadiens. The Canadiens already paid out a $5.5 million signing bonus to Price on July 1st. This payment was scheduled as part of the contract structure. With that bonus now complete, the remaining value of the deal is much smaller in real money, but the cap hit remains high at $10.5 million. This makes his contract attractive for teams looking to reach the salary cap floor without taking on large real cash commitments. The San Jose Sharks have been identified as a frontrunner in these talks. Pensburg reported that the Canadiens' intention is to offload the contract to create greater cap flexibility for the coming seasons. This would free Montreal to make additional roster adjustments as they continue their rebuild. The Canadiens have already made significant roster changes in recent months. Defenseman Noah Dobson was acquired from the New York Islanders in a major trade. He was then signed to an 8-year contract extension worth $9.5 million annually. This move secured a top defenseman for the long term, but also added considerable salary commitments to the payroll. Moving Price's contract would give Montreal additional room to structure its roster around younger stars such as Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Lane Hutson. It also provides space for the entry of Ivan Demidov, who joined the Canadiens this season after winning both Rookie of the Year and MVP honors in the KHL. The deal was structured with heavy signing bonuses. The latest of those, $5.5 million, has already been paid. That makes the remaining money less significant to an acquiring team, but under league rules, the cap hit of $10.5 million remains constant. This has made Price's contract one of the most discussed in current NHL trade rumors. The San Jose Sharks are in a position where they need to reach the salary cap floor. By taking on Price's deal, they can satisfy that requirement without spending the same amount in real dollars. Reports state that the Canadiens are willing to attach additional assets to move the contract. These assets may include draft picks or prospects. The importance of this transaction lies in what it does for Montreal's flexibility. With the $10.5 million hit removed, they would have more space to extend current players, sign new talent, or absorb contracts in future trades. Montreal's front office has been reshaping the roster steadily. Last season, the Canadiens posted a 40-31-11 record. They returned to the playoffs, but were eliminated in the first round. Nick Suzuki led the team in scoring with 82 points. Rookie defenseman Lane Hutson won the Calder Trophy after an outstanding debut season. Cole Caulfield added 34 goals. Price's contract includes a no-movement clause. This means that any trade must be approved. However, since he is no longer active, the focus is primarily on cap management rather than playing considerations. The Canadiens are now seeking to use the same mechanism to clear Price's contract. The discussions with San Jose are ongoing. Reports suggest that a deal could be finalized in the coming days. For Canadiens fans, Price remains a franchise icon. He led the team to the Stanley Cup final in 2021. He is remembered as one of the greatest goalies in team history. But the present reality is financial. The $10.5 million cap hit restricts Montreal's ability to maneuver. The move to shift this contract marks a significant step in the team's rebuild. The Canadiens have positioned themselves with a core of young talent. Suzuki, Caulfield, Hudson, and Demidov are central to that plan. Dobson now anchors the defense with his new 8-year deal. The removal of Price's contract would allow management to continue shaping the roster around this young group. The transaction is being watched closely around the league. San Jose is seen as the most likely partner, but other teams could enter the discussions. The timing, right after the latest bonus payment, makes the contract easier to move. With Price's playing career effectively over, the trade is about cap space and financial structure. This makes the Canadiens' decision one of the most significant cap moves of the current offseason.
We get to Connor Bedard at number 8, former teammate of Patty Maroon's. At this desk, we watched the World Juniors. That guy had a touchdown against Germany. True story. He had 7 points in one game. He had 23 in the tournament, most ever by a Canadian-born player, and we know how special World Juniors is to Team Canada. As his teammate, you not only helped him mature, but if you look at this, watch this feed 77, off you go.
A shocking announcement dropped in late August 2025. The NHL Network ranked its top 25 players under 25. Connor Bedard landed at number 8.
Top 25 players born this quarter century, and you can see that we have progressed all the way to the top 10, the best of the best, the elite among this young and talented group of players. At 10, it's Matt Boldy of the Minnesota Wild, Adam Fantilli, 9, Connor Bedard, Chicago Blackhawks, 8.
Social media lit up. Fans flooded posts calling it an absolute joke. The move shocked hockey fans around the world. This moment has become the story of the offseason. It happened at the end of August 2025. The NHL Network released its official ranking of the 25 best NHL players under age 25. Connor Bedard, the Chicago Blackhawks center, came in at number 8. The announcement immediately caused turmoil across social media. The ranking positioned Rasmus Dahlin of the Buffalo Sabres at number 1. He leads all 21st century-born players with 277 career assists and 360 career points. Dahlin has played 509 games and logged 11,844 minutes of ice time, ranking first in those categories. He registered 68 points, 17 goals, 51 assists in the 2024-25 season and earned a +20 rating at even strength. Connor Bedard ranked number 8. He notched 67 points in 82 games, 23 goals, 44 assists during the 2024-25 season. He followed a strong rookie campaign in 2023-24 when he earned 61 points in 68 games and won the Calder Memorial Trophy. Social media reaction was immediate. One fan wrote, "Absolute joke. Bedard at 8? Michkov that low is ridiculous." Another user declared, "The Connor Bedard hate is hilarious. No chance he's 8th, ha 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 ha." Other responses questioned the criteria. Based off what? Lowell, what has Bedard done? That user added a note pointing to Bedard's 128 points in 150 NHL games so far. Additional criticism addressed the quality of the ranking overall. One post stated, "I think this might get the cake as the worst list of the offseason guys." Another said, "How does NHL Network continuously embarrass themselves?" Analysis appeared quickly. Many noted that several players ranked above Bedard had playoff experience or more seasons in the NHL. Bedard's Blackhawks did not make the 2025 playoffs. That absence may have contributed to his lower placement. Connor Bedard's early career includes multiple high-prestige accomplishments. He was selected first overall in the 2023 NHL Draft. He won the Calder Trophy in 2024. In his WHL junior career, Bedard earned awards such as Jim Piggott Memorial Trophy, Bob Clark Trophy, and 4 Broncos Memorial Trophy. He also earned CHL Top Scorer and Player of the Year and was named an All-Star. Internationally, he was MVP at the World Junior Championships and earned IIHF Male Player of the Year in 2023. His combined NHL totals include 128 points over 150 games, 45 goals, 83 assists. In the 2024-25 season, Bedard recorded 67 points. Rasmus Dahlin's dominance stands in contrast, with his 68 points as a defenseman and a leading role in ice time and assists. There was no detailed explanation from NHL Network on ranking methodology. Fans speculated that playoff performance, overall experience, and positional value may have played roles in Bedard's placement. Some analysts referenced that Bedard's absence from postseason games could lower his perceived value versus players like Hughes or Stützle, who have playoff history. Dahlin's ranking at number 1 came in conjunction with his strong career statistics and leadership role. Jack Hughes and Tim Stützle, ranked 2 and 3, delivered productive seasons. Hughes had a significant goal share before shoulder surgery, and Stützle led his team in points and assists, including playoff contribution. Macklin Celebrini, a former first overall pick, scored 63 points in 70 games. He ranked 5th among under-25 players. Wyatt Johnston delivered 71 points and played every game for Dallas. He ranked 7th ahead of Bedard. Adam Fantilli logged 54 points after injury recovery. Matt Boldy delivered 73 points with 10 game winners. All of these names together show the crowded field of top young NHL talent. The online reaction lingered. The phrase "absolute joke" circulated widely, representing a collective dismissal of Bedard's ranking. That response is consistent with previous offseason rankings. Similar lists sparked outrage. Critics framed this as yet another misstep by NHL Network. Bedard's placement at number 8 stands as a surprising data point against his record of achievement. Dahlin's top placement speaks to sustained performance and production. The ranking list provides fact-based ordering from Dahlin at number 1 to Matthew Knies at number 25. The gap between fan expectations and the ranking exposes challenges of weighing rookies and seasoned players. No further statement has emerged from NHL Network to address the backlash. The ranking remains published, and fan commentary continues collecting across social platforms. This moment highlights how a single list release can generate headlines, debate, and lasting attention.
I think we just, need to take steps as individuals. We're a super young team. We got a lot of guys, and I think that's exciting. Just, we all have so much room to grow, and if personally I can take a step in my game, and all these guys that they're starting their careers or a couple years in, take another step. We're going to make it tough on teams, and that's our goal. And
Connor Bedard has made a shocking announcement that no one expected. With the 2025-26 season fast approaching, the 19-year-old Phenom's future in Chicago is now in doubt. His latest comments have left fans, reporters, and analysts reeling. Could this be the end of his time with the Blackhawks? Stay tuned as we break down what just happened and what this means for the future of Bedard and the Blackhawks.
It's an Olympic year, obviously. How much of a motivation is that for you? Open everyone's eyes and say, hey, I'm still here. I want to be on the Olympic team.
Connor Bedard's rise to stardom has been nothing short of spectacular. The young forward, who was selected first overall by the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2023 NHL Draft, quickly became the face of the franchise. In his rookie season, Bedard wasted no time making an impact, racking up 61 points and winning the Calder Trophy as the league's best rookie. By his second season, he was already producing at an elite level with 67 points in 82 games. But as the 2025-26 season approaches, everything has changed. Despite his individual success, the Blackhawks have struggled as a team. After finishing last in the Central Division for 2 straight years, the organization is still in the midst of a rebuilding process. With Bedard entering the final year of his entry-level contract, many have begun to wonder, what's next for the young superstar? In a recent announcement, Bedard broke his silence and revealed exactly what everyone feared. Connor Bedard's contract situation has been a topic of intense speculation. As the first overall pick in 2023, Bedard signed a 3-year entry-level contract with the Blackhawks.